Listen, 83% of you watching this right now are on the verge of something absolutely massive, and you have no idea how close you are. I just pulled the most insane card for this collective reading, and oh my God, this is not what anyone expects when we talk about building something powerful. Everyone thinks building means grinding and struggling, but actually, the universe is showing me something completely different, and it is blowing my mind. The first card that just flew out of the deck, I was not prepared for this. The High Priestess. When we talk about building something powerful, everyone expects to see wands for action or pentacles for material success. But the universe said no. What you are building right now is so much deeper than what meets the eye. This is about intuitive power. This is about hidden knowledge. This is about tapping into wisdom that most people do not even know exists. The High Priestess is sitting between two pillars, one black, one white. She is the guardian of the veil, the keeper of mysteries. And right now, as you are building whatever it is you are working on, you are not just building with your hands or your logical mind. You are building with ancient wisdom. You are downloading information from the collective unconscious. You are receiving guidance from realms that most people cannot even access. I need you to understand something crucial right here, right now. What you think you are building and what you are actually building are two completely different things. On the surface, maybe you think you are building a business, a relationship, a new version of yourself, a creative project. But the High Priestess is telling me that you are building a bridge. You are building a bridge between the seen and unseen worlds. You are becoming a conduit for higher wisdom to flow through into this physical reality. The pomegranates on the tapestry behind her represent fertility and abundance, but not the kind of abundance most people think about. This is spiritual abundance. This is the abundance that comes when you align with universal flow. The crescent moon at her feet shows that you are in a phase of receiving, of allowing, of trusting the process, even when you cannot see the full picture yet. Comments are already going crazy, and we are just getting started. Sarah just wrote, "I have been feeling this pull towards something I cannot explain." And Marcus said, "This reading is giving me chills. I have been having the most vivid dreams lately." Yes! This is exactly what the High Priestess energy does. She awakens your psychic abilities. She activates your intuition. She reminds you that you have access to information that goes far beyond what your five senses can tell you. Here is what is happening energetically right now. For the past several months, many of you have been feeling like you are working in the dark. You have been putting in effort, showing up, doing the work, but feeling like you are building something without being able to see the blueprints clearly. The High Priestess is confirming that this has been intentional. The universe has been having you build from pure intuition, from pure faith, from pure trust in the process. Why? Because what you are creating is so powerful that it could not be built from ego mind. It could not be built from fear or control or trying to force outcomes. It had to be built from the deepest, most authentic part of who you are. It had to be built from soul-level knowing. And that requires you to surrender the need to understand everything logically and trust your inner guidance system completely. The water flowing at the High Priestess feet represents the subconscious mind, the emotional realm, the flow of intuitive information. This water is not stagnant. It is moving. It is alive. It is carrying messages, insights, downloads, and revelations to you constantly. But here's the thing. Most people are too busy, too distracted, too caught up in the noise of daily life to hear these messages. The fact that you are here watching this reading tells me that you are different. You are listening. You are receiving. Let me tell you about the crown she wears. It has 3 phases of the moon, representing the triple goddess, the full cycle of creation, destruction, and rebirth. What you are building right now is not just a one-time thing. It is part of a larger cycle. It is part of your soul evolution. Every project you have ever started, every relationship you have ever had, every challenge you have ever faced has been preparing you for this moment, for what you are building right now. The pillar behind her marked B stands for Boaz, which means in strength. The pillar marked J stands for Jachin, which means he will establish. Together, they represent the perfect balance between divine feminine and divine masculine energy, between receiving and taking action, between being and doing. What you are building requires both. You cannot force it into existence through masculine energy alone, and you cannot just dream it into existence through feminine energy alone. You need the perfect marriage of both. I am getting such strong guidance about timing right now. The High Priestess does not rush. She does not panic. She does not second-guess herself. She knows that everything is unfolding in perfect divine timing. So many of you have been feeling frustrated because you want to see results now. You want to see proof that what you are building is working. But the High Priestess is asking you to trust the invisible process. Think about it like this. When you plant a seed in the ground, there is a period of time where absolutely nothing appears to be happening above ground. But underground, the most incredible transformation is taking place. Roots are growing. The seed is breaking apart. New life is forming. And then one day, seemingly out of nowhere, you see a tiny green shoot push through the soil. That moment when the shoot appears is not when the magic started. The magic started the moment the seed went into the ground. What you are building is in that underground phase right now. But, oh my God, the root system that is developing is massive. When this finally breaks through to the surface, when it becomes visible to the world, people are going to be stunned. They are going to wonder how you did it so fast, how you made it look so easy. But you will know the truth. You will know about all the invisible work, all the inner transformation, all the trust and faith and intuitive guidance that went into creating this foundation. The scroll in the High Priestess lap is partially hidden. This represents hidden knowledge, secret wisdom, information that is not available to everyone. But it is available to you. Right now, as you are building whatever you are building, you have access to insights and guidance that your competitors do not have. You have access to opportunities that other people cannot even see. You have access to support from the universe that most people do not know how to tap into. But here is the catch. This wisdom, this guidance, this support only comes to those who are ready to receive it. And being ready means being willing to release control, being willing to trust, being willing to follow your intuition even when it does not make logical sense, being willing to build something that comes from your soul rather than your ego. I am feeling called to pull another card because the energy is just electric right now, and I can feel that there is more the universe wants to show us. Whoa! The Devil card! I know what some of you are thinking, and no, this is not what it looks like. Remember, I told you at the beginning that what you are building is not what it appears to be on the surface. The Devil card is about breaking free from limitations. It is about recognizing the chains that have been holding you back and realizing that you have the power to break them. Look at this card carefully. The two figures at the bottom are chained, but look closer. The chains around their necks are loose. They could take them off any time they want. They are only staying chained because they believe they have to be. The Devil represents the illusions, the limiting beliefs, the fear-based programming that has been keeping you playing small. But what you are building right now is so powerful that it is forcing you to confront and shatter these illusions once and for all. The inverted pentagram above the devil head represents matter over spirit, the physical world being prioritized over spiritual truth. But here is the plot twist. What you are building is going to flip this completely. What you are creating is going to bring spirit into matter. You are going to take higher wisdom, spiritual insights, soul-level knowing, and make it real in the physical world. This is why building what you are building has felt so challenging at times. You are not just creating something new, you are breaking free from old patterns, old conditioning, old ways of being that no longer serve you. Every time you choose to follow your intuition instead of fear, every time you choose to trust instead of control, every time you choose love instead of limitation, you are loosening those chains a little bit more. The torch in the devil hand represents enlightenment, but it is pointing downward, bringing higher knowledge into earthly experience. This is exactly what you are doing. You are taking divine inspiration and making it practical. You are taking spiritual gifts and turning them into something that can serve others and create positive change in the world. I need you to realize something. The fact that you are watching this reading, the fact that these cards are speaking to you so deeply, the fact that you can feel the truth of this message in your bones means that you are already breaking free. You are already stepping into your power. You are already choosing to build from a place of authenticity rather than addiction to old patterns. The grapevines growing up the sides of the card represent abundance and fertility, but they are growing up, not down. Even in the midst of confronting your shadows, even in the midst of breaking free from limitations, you are growing. You are expanding. You are creating something more beautiful and abundant than you have ever imagined possible. Members of my private community have been messaging me non-stop about this exact energy. They saw this breakthrough coming weeks ago. The conversations in there have been absolutely mind-blowing as people share their experiences of breaking through old patterns and stepping into their power. The support and validation people are getting is just wow. Let me be really clear about what the Devil card is not saying. It is not saying that what you are building is somehow dark or negative. It is not saying that you should be afraid or worried. What it is saying is that what you are building is so bright, so powerful, so transformative, that it is illuminating all the shadows that need to be cleared first. Think about it like this. If you want to build a magnificent cathedral, you do not just start laying pretty stones on top of whatever is already there. First, you have to clear the ground. You have to remove any unstable foundation. You have to dig down to solid bedrock. That clearing process might look messy and chaotic from the outside, but it is essential for creating something that will stand the test of time. Your soul chose to build something extraordinary in this lifetime. But extraordinary creations require extraordinary foundations. They require you to dig deeper, clear more thoroughly, trust more completely than most people are willing to do. The Devil card is showing you that you are in the clearing phase right now, and this is actually amazing news because it means you are about to break through to an entirely new level of creation. I am getting such strong downloads about the timing of this breakthrough. The chains are not just loose around your neck, they are about to fall off completely. I am seeing a massive shift happening for so many of you over the next few weeks. Old patterns that have been recycling in your life for years are about to be broken permanently. Limitations that have felt so real, so solid, so unchangeable are about to dissolve like mist in the morning sun. The horned figure on the card has bat wings, not angel wings. Bats are creatures that navigate in the dark. They use echolocation, a form of inner guidance, to find their way. This is such a perfect metaphor for where you are right now. You have been learning to navigate by inner knowing rather than external validation. You have been developing your ability to trust your intuition even when you cannot see where you are going with your physical eyes. And now you are about to emerge from this dark phase with supernatural abilities to create and manifest. You are about to discover that all this time spent learning to trust yourself, learning to follow your inner guidance, learning to break free from other people's expectations has given you incredible power to build something that is uniquely yours. The comment section is absolutely exploding right now. Jessica wrote, "I have been feeling trapped for months, but something shifted this week, and I can finally see a way forward." And David said, "This is exactly what I needed to hear. I have been so scared to leave my comfort zone, but I know I have to." Yes, yes, yes. This is the devil energy working in the most positive way possible. It is the energy of liberation, of breaking free, of claiming your power. Let me pull one more card because I can feel there is something else the universe desperately wants you to know. Stop everything! The star card just flew out of the deck and landed face up on my table, and I am getting full body chills right now. After the High Priestess showing you the hidden wisdom and the devil showing you the breakthrough, the star is showing you the manifestation. This is the hope, the healing, the absolute magic that is coming into your life as a result of what you are building. The naked woman in the card represents complete vulnerability, complete authenticity, complete trust. She is pouring water from 2 pitchers, one onto the land and one into the pool. This represents the perfect balance between giving and receiving, between sharing your gifts with the world and replenishing your own soul. What you are building is going to create this exact kind of balance in your life. 7 small stars surround one large, bright star. 7 is the number of spiritual perfection, of completion, of mastery. The large star represents your North Star, your soul purpose, the thing you are meant to build in this lifetime. The 7 smaller stars represent all the different aspects of your life that are going to be transformed as a result of following this path. Your relationships are going to transform. Your finances are going to transform. Your health is going to transform. Your creativity is going to transform. Your spiritual connection is going to transform. Your career is going to transform. Your entire sense of self is going to transform. What you are building is not just one thing. It is a complete life upgrade. The bird in the tree represents the soul, your higher self, the part of you that has been guiding this entire process. Even when your human mind has been confused or scared or doubtful, your soul has known exactly what you are building and why. Your soul has been orchestrating synchronicities, sending you signs, connecting you with the right people, opening the right doors at exactly the right time. I am getting such clear guidance about the timeline here. The star is a card of hope fulfilled. It comes after the tower moment, after the devil breakthrough, after the difficult transformation phase. It represents the calm after the storm, the rainbow after the rain, the harvest after the long season of planting and tending. For so many of you, that harvest time is now. What you have been building in secret, what you have been developing behind the scenes, what you have been pouring your heart and soul into is about to become visible in the most beautiful way. People are going to be amazed. They are going to want to know how you did it. They are going to see you as an inspiration, as proof that dreams really do come true. But here is what they will not see. They will not see all the nights you stayed up late working on your vision when everyone else was sleeping. They will not see all the times you chose to trust your intuition instead of following the crowd. They will not see all the moments you had to dig deep and find courage you did not know you had. They will not see the inner transformation, the spiritual growth, the soul evolution that has been happening parallel to the external building process. The water flowing from the pitchers is crystal clear. This represents the purity of your intention, the authenticity of your vision, the love that you have poured into what you are creating. What you are building is not coming from ego or fear or need to prove anything to anyone. It is coming from the deepest, most genuine part of who you are. It is coming from a desire to serve, to heal, to make the world a little brighter. And this is why it is going to be so powerful. When something is built from pure love, from authentic purpose, from genuine desire to contribute something meaningful to the world, it has a frequency that attracts miracles. It has a vibration that opens doors. It has an energy that magnetizes exactly the right opportunities, people, and resources. The pool of water at her feet reflects the starlight from above. This represents the law of correspondence. As above, so below. What you are building on Earth is a direct reflection of a vision that exists in the spiritual realm. You are not making this up. You are not forcing something that is not meant to be. You are remembering and recreating something that your soul has already seen completed in the higher dimensions. This is why it has felt so familiar, even though it is brand new. This is why you have felt so passionate about it, even when other people did not understand. This is why you have been willing to sacrifice, to work harder, to believe longer than might seem reasonable from the outside. Your soul knows this is your destiny. Your soul knows this is what you came here to build. I am seeing so many of you finally getting the recognition you deserve for what you have been creating. I am seeing contracts signed, partnerships formed, opportunities opening up that seemed impossible just a few months ago. I am seeing financial abundance flowing in ways that feel almost magical. I am seeing relationships deepening and becoming more supportive. I am seeing health improvements and energy increases. I am seeing creativity flowing like never before. But most importantly, I am seeing peace. I am seeing a deep sense of satisfaction and fulfillment that comes from knowing you are living your purpose. I am seeing confidence that comes from trusting yourself and following through on your soul calling. I am seeing joy that comes from creating something that is truly aligned with who you are. The star card is ruled by Aquarius, the water bearer, the humanitarian. What you are building is not just for you, it is for the collective. It is your contribution to the healing and evolution of humanity. Every person who will be touched by what you create, every life that will be improved, every heart that will be opened, every mind that will be expanded, all of this is part of why your soul chose to build this in the first place. I need to pull just one more card because the energy is so intense right now, and I feel like there is one final piece of the puzzle that wants to be revealed. Holy Universe. The Ace of Wands just shot out of the deck, and I am literally shaking right now because this is the most perfect confirmation of everything we have been talking about. The Ace of Wands is the spark of divine inspiration, the birth of something completely new, the moment when spirit becomes matter. Look at this card. A hand emerging from the clouds, holding a wand that is sprouting green leaves. This represents a gift from the universe, a download of creative fire, a blessing of pure potential energy. What you are building is not just your idea. It is a collaboration between you and the divine. It is the universe working through you to create something that will serve the highest good. The castle in the distance represents your ultimate vision, your long-term goal, the full manifestation of what you are building. It might seem far away right now, but the Ace of Wands is showing you that you have everything you need to reach it. The wand in the hand is your tool, your gift, your unique ability to channel divine energy into physical form. The leaves sprouting from the wand show that what you are building is alive. It is organic. It is growing and expanding in ways that even you cannot fully predict or control. This is why it has felt so exciting but also sometimes overwhelming. You are not just building something static. You are giving birth to something that will continue to evolve and develop its own life force. Aces represent new beginnings, fresh starts, pure potential. But this is not just any new beginning. This is the beginning that you have been preparing for your entire life. Every skill you have learned, every challenge you have overcome, every lesson you have integrated has been preparing you for this moment when you get to channel pure creative fire into something tangible. The mountains in the background represent the challenges you have already overcome to get to this point. You have climbed mountains to be where you are right now. You have faced fears, broken through limitations, released old versions of yourself, trusted when it seemed impossible to trust, and now you get to see why all of that was necessary. What you are building is going to require all of those skills, all of that wisdom, all of that strength. If you had tried to create this before going through your transformation journey, it would not have worked. You needed to become the person who could handle the power and responsibility that comes with creating something this significant. The hand reaching down from the clouds represents divine support. You are not building this alone. The universe is your co-creator. Angels are your assistants. Your spirit guides are your consultants. Every time you feel stuck or confused or overwhelmed, you can call on this support and it will come through for you in the most amazing ways. I am getting downloads about massive expansion coming for so many of you over the next 3 months. What you thought was your ceiling is about to become your floor. What you thought was your maximum potential is about to be revealed as just the beginning of what you are capable of. The Ace of Wands brings limitless possibility energy. There is no cap on how big this can get, how far this can reach, how many lives this can touch. But with great power comes great responsibility. The Ace of Wands is asking you to use this creative fire wisely. Channel it into projects that uplift and inspire. Use it to build bridges, not walls. Use it to heal, not harm. Use it to unite, not divide. The universe is trusting you with this gift because it knows your heart, it knows your intentions, it knows you will use it for the highest good. The white clouds surrounding the hand represent purity of thought, clarity of vision, connection to higher wisdom. As you build what you are building, stay connected to this higher perspective. Do not get lost in the details or the day-to-day challenges. Keep your eye on the bigger picture, the greater purpose, the soul-level reason why you are creating this. I am feeling so much excitement and anticipation from the universe right now. It is like the cosmic forces are holding their breath, waiting to see what you do with this opportunity. They have been setting the stage, arranging the circumstances, preparing the way for you to step into your full creative power. And now the moment has arrived. Personal reading spots have been filling up so fast after I started seeing this energy pattern in session after session. People are having breakthrough after breakthrough as they align with this cosmic support and stop fighting against their own destiny. The transformations have been absolutely incredible to witness. The green leaves on the wand represent growth, fertility, abundance, new life. What you are building is going to flourish in ways that exceed your wildest expectations. It is going to bear fruit that feeds not just you, but everyone in your sphere of influence. It is going to create abundance that allows you to be generous, to give back, to support others in building their own dreams. This is the card of the entrepreneur, the innovator, the creator, the visionary. It does not matter what industry you are in or what type of project you are working on. The Ace of Wands energy applies to anyone who is channeling divine inspiration into physical form. Whether you are building a business, creating art, writing a book, developing a healing practice, starting a family, or transforming yourself. This energy is flowing through your project right now. Comments are going absolutely wild, and I can feel the collective energy shift happening as more and more people recognize themselves in this message. This is not just individual transformation. This is mass awakening to creative power. So many souls incarnated at this time specifically to be part of this wave of conscious creation. You are not alone in this. You are part of a cosmic movement. The timing of this ace energy is perfect. We are moving into a new astrological season that supports bold new beginnings and courageous creative expression. The universe has been preparing you for months for this moment when you get to fully step into your role as a conscious creator. All the testing, all the delays, all the challenges have been building your capacity to handle what is about to unfold. I need to share one more insight because I am getting such clear guidance about this. The hand in the card is reaching down from the clouds toward the earth. This means the inspiration, the vision, the creative fire is coming from the divine realm to the physical world through you. You are not generating this energy from your human self alone. You are a conduit for something much greater. This takes all the pressure off. You do not have to figure everything out with your logical mind. You do not have to force outcomes or push rivers or make things happen through sheer willpower. Your job is to stay open, stay receptive, stay aligned, and let the creative force of the universe flow through you into the world. Trust the process. Trust the timing. Trust the vision that has been planted in your heart. What you are building is so much more powerful than what meets the eye, because it is backed by the full force of creation itself. And that force is unstoppable. Let me pull just one final card to see what else wants to come through. Incredible! 6 of Cups. This is the card of gifts, of blessings, of receiving exactly what you need, exactly when you need it. After all the deep spiritual transformation cards, the universe is ending with pure joy and abundance energy. What you are building is going to bring such happiness, such fulfillment, such deep satisfaction, not just to you, but to everyone around you. The 6 of Cups shows a young person giving flowers to a child. This represents the pure, innocent, generous spirit that is at the heart of what you are creating. You are not building from ego or competition or need to prove anything. You are building from love. You are building from genuine desire to share your gifts and make people happy. The 6 cups filled with flowers represent the 6 areas of your life that are about to bloom as a result of following your creative calling. Your relationships are going to become more loving and supportive. Your financial situation is going to stabilize and grow. Your health and vitality are going to improve dramatically. Your spiritual connection is going to deepen beyond anything you have experienced. Your creative expression is going to flow like never before. Your sense of purpose and meaning is going to become crystal clear. But here is the most beautiful part. The 6 of Cups is also the card of childhood dreams coming true. That thing you wanted to be when you grew up, that vision you had as a young person before the world told you it was not practical or possible, that pure, innocent dream that got buried under years of conditioning and compromise, that is what you are building right now. Your soul never forgot. Your inner child never gave up hope. And now you are mature enough, strong enough, wise enough to make that dream real in a way that serves not just you, but the whole world. This is why it feels so familiar and so exciting at the same time. You are not creating something new. You are remembering something ancient and eternal about who you are. The castle in the background represents security, stability, lasting achievement. What you are building is not a flash in the pan or a temporary success. It is something that will stand the test of time. It is something you can be proud of for the rest of your life. It is something that will continue to generate abundance and joy for years and years to come. I am getting such strong guidance about collaboration and community energy around what you are building. The 6 of Cups shows 2 people representing partnership, cooperation, mutual support. You are not meant to build this alone. The right people, the perfect teammates, the ideal supporters are going to show up in your life to help make this vision reality. Some of these people might be from your past, old friends or connections who resurface at exactly the right moment, with exactly the right skills or resources you need. Others will be completely new relationships, soul family members who have been waiting for the right time to enter your life and co-create with you. The yellow background represents optimism, positivity, solar energy, masculine creative force, balanced perfectly with the emotional, intuitive, feminine energy of the cups. What you are building requires both logic and intuition, both structure and flow, both planning and trusting, both effort and allowing. This final card is such a perfect ending because it brings us full circle back to innocence, back to purity, back to the simple truth that what you are building is an expression of love. All the complex spiritual transformation, all the shadow work, All the breakthrough energy we have been talking about today ultimately leads to this: pure joy, pure love, pure gift-giving and receiving. The Six of Cups is ruled by the sun in Scorpio, representing the light that emerges after the deep transformation. You have been through the underworld journey. You have faced your fears and limitations. You have broken free from old patterns. You have accessed hidden wisdom and developed supernatural creative abilities. And now you get to enjoy the fruits of all that inner work. What you are building is your gift to the world, and the world is going to give you so much love and appreciation in return. The Six of Cups promises that your generosity will be matched by the generosity of others. The more you give from your authentic gifts, the more abundance will flow back to you in the most beautiful and unexpected ways. I am seeing celebration energy around so many of you over the next few weeks. Launch parties, signing celebrations, relationship milestones, achievement recognition, financial breakthroughs. There is so much joy coming as what you have been building finally becomes visible and starts touching other people's lives. The universe is throwing you a party. All of heaven is celebrating the fact that you chose courage over comfort, that you chose authenticity over approval, that you chose to build something meaningful rather than just settling for okay. You have made choices that honor your soul, and your soul is about to reward you in ways that exceed your wildest dreams. My private community members have been preparing for this exact energy shift for weeks now. The support system in there has been absolutely incredible as people share their breakthrough stories and celebrate each other's victories. If you want more of this kind of deep dive energy work and community support, you know where to find me. But whether you work with me directly or not, please know that what you are building is absolutely sacred. It is absolutely powerful. It is absolutely needed in the world right now. Do not let anyone convince you to play smaller or dream smaller or build something smaller than what your soul is calling you to create. You came here to be a force for good in the world. You came here to channel divine creativity into physical form. You came here to prove that dreams really do come true when they come from love and are backed by persistent, inspired action. What you are building is your proof, your testimony, your gift to everyone who comes after you that it really is possible to live your dreams. The comments are absolutely overflowing with people sharing their breakthrough stories and celebration moments. The energy of this collective reading has created such a powerful field of possibility and inspiration. This is what happens when souls remember their power and choose to create from love instead of fear. Subscribe now. Your future depends on staying connected to this energy of conscious creation and unlimited possibility. Hit that notification bell because the cosmic downloads I have been receiving lately are absolutely mind-blowing, and you do not want to miss what comes next. The universe has so much more to share with you about stepping into your full creative power and building the life of your dreams. This is just the beginning of your transformation into the powerful conscious creator you were born to be.